Welcome to Alive with Amanda. I'm excited to be here. I am doing another book review. I decided this was going to be the week of book reviews. And so I'm going to be shifting a little bit, and we're not going to be talking about practice building in the traditional sense. We're going to be talking about multiple streams of income and how to capitalize on that. So I am going to share about a book that I read and how it has helped me with the different avenues that I have utilized in order to launch things. So the book is Launch by Jeff Walker. He is really talking about how to launch online courses or any offering really that you have. And the one thing that really stood out to me is that there are so many times, me included, and other people have amazing ideas. Like, people will pitch things to me and I'm like, wow, that sounds really like a good idea. Whether it's an online course, it's an ebook, it is a service, it is a weekend workshop. I'm like, those are fantastic ideas. But where are you going to get people to sell to? Who are you going to launch to? And that's what Jeff does so well in this book, is he really outlines how you launch. And the way that you really need to launch is by having a curated list of people that you launch to. And that would not just be a Facebook group or your Instagram following. While those things are really helpful, you really want to have a mailing list. So if you are thinking about multiple streams of income, I want you to think about now having a mailing list going. And how are you going to get that mailing list? You're going to be doing some kind of offer that is good enough and big enough for you to capture people's email addresses. And so then you start collecting people's email addresses, you start offering materials, you start connecting with them, and then eventually you get to the point where you are going to launch. And there are steps that you would need to take in order to launch: email sequences, length of time, how big you want your mailing list to be, how big you want your offer to be, whether you want to sell, $197 courses or you want to sell 10 $5,000 courses. Everybody's offering would look different. But this book really starts to outline how to do that. So if you have been thinking about having an offering that maybe isn't traditional therapy, right? You want to do a couples counseling weekend workshop. You want to do an online course. You want to do something that really is going to set you apart, going to be a multiple stream of income. Notice I didn't use the word passive stream of income because there's something passive about this. You have to go out there. You have to market your free offer, whether that's on your website, and that's where you would use Facebook groups and Instagram. Instagram's a great way to capture people and drive them to your mailing list and then launch from there. We're actually thinking about doing some offerings from my group practice, whether we're going to do workbooks, workshops, online courses. We haven't really fleshed out what that's going to be, but the therapists in my practice have wanted to offer something different than just therapy, because sometimes we get burnt out on doing one-on-one counseling. And my question is always, where are we going to get people to launch to? Like, sure, I can share this on my Facebook page, but that's not really going to get us the number of people that we're looking for. How are we going to launch? How are we going to launch? And so I'm excited for that process, because we're going to be building a community. We're going to be building our mailing list in order to then launch the products that we're going to sell. So I will use this formula right here when I get ready to launch. So I'm going to talk about launching a little bit more, but first I want to thank our sponsor, TherapyNotes. If you're looking for an electronic health record that's really full service, that can really make you running your practice easier, both for yourself, for your clients, maybe your office manager, your biller, your intake coordinator, whatever support staff you have, TherapyNotes is really going to be an integral part of that, because they're so supportive. You can pick up the phone, you can call them, they'll help you, they'll help your staff, they'll help whatever administrative team members that you have. They also have a free online component, so you can run your virtual sessions through there. You can bill insurance, you can bill credit cards, you can have your clients fill out paperwork. It's really a full service electronic health record. So please be sure to check out TherapyNotes. So going back to launching, you want to create a launch timeline. You want to give out your offering. You want to get to a certain amount of people that are on your offering. Then you want to go and you want to create a email sequence of how you're going to launch, and then you want to have a really big launch. If you have a mailing list and you're like, I haven't really done anything with it, think about going into other people's podcasts and having your offer as the way to get more people. I was on a podcast probably a couple of years ago now on business planning. I still get a lot of opt-ins from that just one podcast that I did. So if you really wanted to do this big, go out there and interview on 10, 20, 50 podcasts. The sky is your limit in terms of, how big you want your mailing list to be. So go out there and make things happen. You can launch. Therapists are beginning to really think about multiple streams of income, really do cool things, really offer amazing services to their clients or people who can be clients too. Maybe not everybody wants therapy, but they want to learn about mental health. Doing an online course on anxiety, for instance, can be a really great way to serve your community and make income. So if you're ready to launch something, please let us know. We'd love to hear what you're launching. And I do recommend you read this book, Launch by Jeff Walker. And good luck. I am here most days answering your questions. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye.